Hey Bread Gang, I hope everyone's doing good and keeping safe. Mana is Decentraland's fungible token and is very popular and for good reason too. So in today's video, I'm going to go through basically why I believe Mana as a token and Decentraland's, the whole concept of Decentraland is very popular. And also I'm going to go through the price action. So I'm going to focus mainly on the price action. So looking at where the price currently is, where I believe it's going to go to and whether or not I believe this is the best time to buy the dip. So if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the content that I put out. And if you do, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. And for all my day one subscribers who subscribed recently, a big thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. With that being said, let's get this bread. So what is Mana? Mana is Decentraland's fungible ERC20 cryptocurrency token. Mana is burned or spent in exchange for land parcels. Decentraland is a virtual reality, right, that everyone can come together. You can buy pieces of land using Mana, which is Decentraland's fungible token, so NFT. This whole concept is actually really cool, especially seeing as for the past couple of years, we've all been locked down, right? This is a great way to actually interact with people, meet new people, get to do things, basically keep yourself busy in a nutshell. I'm showing my age a little bit here, but I don't know if anyone can remember Habbo Hotel. You know, Habbo Hotel, I used to play that like back in the day. It was actually pretty cool. You can go and using money or free money that you make, etc. You can buy basically furniture, buy things, create your own hotel and stuff like that. And that was really cool. Had me sitting at the computer for hours on end, you know, like even to the point my parents are like, get off that, go and study and all that. But yeah, Habbo Hotel was pretty cool. And I believe Decentraland, part of the reason why it's so popular is similar thing where people can come together, you can buy land, you can build things on the land, etc. And you can interact with people, engage with people. And that whole concept is actually really cool. And I believe there's a lot of potential for this to like basically grow massive in the future. You know, the more people get to know this, and also the more people hop on board this week. So looking at some figures of Decentraland. So right now Decentraland's market cap is sitting at 5.8 billion. So it's down by 10%. I mean, part of this is because obviously initially it made a huge run up. So if we quickly just look at the chart, we'll go into the chart in detail just in a minute. But if we quickly look at the chart, it made a huge run up. And this obviously increased the market cap and basically raised it to new highs, etc. But seeing as the price dropped since then, it's dipped. Basically, the market cap has dropped. So this is why the market cap has dropped by 10%. So looking at the chart of Decentraland, and the price peaked around $3.67. And since then, the price has just fallen down to roughly around $3.23. And to be honest, I don't believe this is much of a decline, you know, it's just a little dip. And I believe the price is going to recover and it's going to recover very soon. If I have a look at the chart of Mana, which is the ticker symbol for Decentraland's fungible token, and looking at the 4-hour chart, and right now the price is actually in the range. So it's in the range between $3.80 and roughly around $2.30. And although it's in the range, the price is actually creeping up towards that $3.80 resistance to test it. And not only that, but the price is actually cradling the 20 period moving average. So the 20 period moving average right now is acting as a good dynamic support. So if the price stays above the 20 period moving average, then I can see it definitely heading up towards that $3.80 resistance to test it. And not only that, but by the looks of things, it's actually getting into an ascending triangle format. So first of all, we'll wait to see if the 20 period moving average is actually good dynamic support. And if it is, then I believe there'll be a lot of demand driving this price up towards that $3.80 resistance to potentially break it, because although the resistance has been formed, it's not really been tested yet. So if the price heads up to the $3.80 resistance, then I believe there's a good chance that that resistance is going to get broken, because there's going to be a lot of momentum pushing that price even further up, seeing as the 20 period moving average will be acting as a good dynamic support, basically holding the price all the way up as it rises towards that resistance. But since the price has been dipping, if I have a look at the MACD, there's actually a dead cross that's been formed, and by the looks of the histogram, the bearish momentum is actually picking up. So it's kind of conflicting signals right now. I mean, the price is above the 20 period moving average, which indicates that the price right now is actually bullish, and there's a lot of basically bullish momentum to push the price up to that $3.88 resistance. But looking at the MACD, which is a very good indicator, it's actually basically contradicting the moving average in the sense that it looks like there's bearish momentum being picked up. So we just need to wait to see what the price does basically for the rest of the day, whether or not the price actually honors that 20 period moving average or it honors the MACD. But if it honors the MACD and the price has to fall I believe the price could potentially break that 20 period moving average. So if the price does fall below the 20 period moving average, then I believe there'll be a lot of bearish momentum pushing the price even further down to test the $2.60 support, which in my opinion is actually a very good support level. I mean, almost a key support level, because every time the price has come down since it initially tested around basically the 31st of October, every time the price has come around it, it's dipped below it momentarily, but the bulls have pushed the price even further up, which shows there's a lot of buyers basically looking at that level, and this makes a key level. So the minute the price comes down to this, I believe there's going to be a lot of like eyes on it. There's going to be a lot of demand to drive this price even further up, basically to test the 20 period moving average. But right now it's really a waiting game just to see what the price does for the rest of the day, whether it heads up to test the $3.80 resistance or breaks the 20 period moving average to the downside and heads down to test the $2.63 support. So if we move on from the 4-hourly chart to the daily chart, just to see what the price could potentially do the next couple of days leading into weeks. And as you can see, the price made a huge run up. There was a great rally. Look at all those green candles. I mean, it's beautiful. And it basically headed up from 76 cents all the way up to its all-time high at $5, and then came back down. There's a lot of bearish rejection pushing the price further down. But more recently, it looks like the bulls are like, you know what, we're going to try and get this price to the moon, basically. The price came back down to almost touch a 20 period moving average. So if I have a look at the basically a 10 period moving average, which is one of my favorite moving averages because it's pretty much a momentum indicator. If the price gets above it, then the momentum is potentially strong to the bullish side. If the price gets below it, momentum is potentially strong to the bearish side. So that way I can know whether or not to stick with an investment or add more or buy the dip, or basically know what's going on, you know. So seeing as the price came back down, broke the 10 period moving average, you know, so this would have been an indication that, you know what, the bearish momentum could be strong, but the bulls recovered that price really quickly and brought the price back above the 10 period moving average with a lot of conviction and a lot of volume as well. But if we pull up the Fibonacci retracement line just to see where the price could potentially go, or where the price currently is sitting with these magic numbers of the Fibonacci, you know, so the price came back down, tested the 61 Fibonacci line, and that's why, partially why there was a lot of demand around that area, pushing the price even further up above that 10 period moving average. But right now the price is between 38 and the 61. So right now the price is between the 38 and the 61, and in particular it's more or less around the 50 line, which shows that this is actually a buy zone right now. So there's going to be a lot of demand around this area. There's potentially going to be a lot of people buying. So the fact that the price is between the 38 and the 61, this shows that this is a buy zone, right? So there's potentially going to be a lot of demand pushing this price even further up, and I believe that the price could potentially head up to test the 23, which is, although the all-time high is around $5, but the last pretty much area of like noticeable struggle between the bulls and the bears was roughly around the 23, so around $4.10. So I believe the price is going to head up to test us, because this is going to be seen as a very potentially key resistance on the intraday chart, like the 4-hourly, the 30 minutes, all of that. But in particular, it could potentially turn into a good resistance on the daily chart. So we just need to wait to see what the price is telling us and then go from there. So do I believe this is potentially a good time to buy, especially seeing as the price has dipped? I would be inclined to say yeah, but remember, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my thoughts and opinions. But me personally, I would be inclined to say, okay, yeah, this is potentially a good time to buy mana if I was going to hop on board this. But what I would do, instead of buying, like let's say I wanted to buy maybe 1,000 tokens or whatever, right? Instead of buying 1,000 tokens outright at $3.30, for instance, I'll scale in my position. So I'll maybe buy maybe 100 tokens, all right, at this point, and then if the price falls, then I'll buy 100 more, etc. So I'll basically build out my position, so that way I'm already in. So if I get in 100 tokens, right, and the price just skyrockets to $5 or $6 or whatever, basically I'm not missing out on anything. I'm already in. I'm happy that I got in. But on the flip side of that coin, imagine I buy 1,000 tokens and the price just plummets to $1. You know, I'll be pretty much pissed, you know. So in other words, I was scaling to my position. But right now, I believe it's a good time to buy if you're looking to get in at a dip, especially seeing as the price came down, etc. Or if you're already in and maybe you're at a loss, and you want to basically get more mana, etc., this would be a good time because you'll be averaging down, so your average cost will be lower. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell. Comment below, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Mana and Decentraland. Are you signed up to Decentraland? Let me know what the whole environment is like. Is it as cool as it looks? Is it like, if you even comment if you even played Habbo Hotel, guys. I want to know basically all my age mates out there, you know. And also, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know this is the kind of content you guys like to see. So basically tokens, cryptocurrencies, I'm more than happy to bring out content on this, you know, because it's all about investing. It's all about getting this bread. It's all about getting your money, you know, and of course, it's all about giving yourself the life that you like. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.